Good morning. Happy YULE-O-WEEN day 3. I am in the parking lot about to walk into the first day at my library job at my school's library. And let's just say the drive here was a lot more harrowing than I thought it was going to be. I slid a couple of times, and this was on a road that looked very clear, and it wasn't even like it was black ice. It was, I don't know if you've ever seen these roads where it's like little ridges. I don't know, it's like concrete with like ridges in it, tiny little ridges. And they're annoying to drive on anyway because you kind of go back and forth in good weather. But I think that the ice, because it's like 10 degrees literally right now, I think the ice filled in and it didn't even look wet. So people were sliding. I have been driving in Ohio since I could learn how to drive. So I was able to like keep myself steady and everything, but someone did spin out. I didn't see them spin out, but I saw like the immediate aftermath of it, like right before I got to a spot, and I literally had to pull over on the shoulder because I didn't know if someone behind me was going to slam into me because the entire, like all of the traffic stopped. Just if you live in an area that's snowy or has bad weather in the winter, just be safe. Look up how to drive in the snow if you don't know how, but I feel like there's a lot of people, and if anyone else lives in a snowy area, let me know if you feel like this too, where people forget how to drive in bad weather. This includes in rain, but like especially in snow and ice, where they either drive way too fast and think physics doesn't apply to them just because they have like a big pavement princess truck, or they drive incredibly slow and become a hazard to other people. Both of those are not great. So just be careful and make sure that you're giving yourself space, you're giving yourself time to get to where you need to go in like a slower but like still steady manner. And that is the end of my TED Talk. We are starting day 3, and I figured because this is YULE-O-WEEN and it's 13 days of YULE-O-WEEN, I knew I wanted to do some horror books, which for most people that probably isn't something you'd think of when you think of like Yuletide, Christmas, whatever, but I think it's perfect, especially the ones that I picked. So I have Hunted by Darcy Coates. I know Darcy Coates is hit and miss for a lot of people. For me, it's like a junk food read, like a popcorn read. And this one is about Eileen. She went missing on a hike, and her camera was discovered. And there's some really weird photos, but there's no trace of her either dead or alive. And I think our main character is Chris, or he's looking for his sister, Eileen. He swears that she's alive, but there might be someone else or something else in the woods that's hunting them or her. So I think that's really interesting. It's not really wintry, but I think it'll be fun. And I really liked Dead of Winter. I liked it. I think I gave it a 4. It was a good like wintry horror book. I might talk about some like winter horror, just like wintry books that I suggest for people. That might be one of the things that I talk about. I don't know if I'll do it in this video, but I know I'm going to do it at some point. What is on here? It's like sticky. And then I have Bad Cree. This is about Mackenzie. She is a Cree woman. So she wakes up one day with a crow's head in her hands, and her sister has died, and she has always had like dreams about her sister dying and feels like a lot of guilt because of it. She feels like she's going crazy. She's getting text messages from someone claiming to be her sister, I believe, and she has to figure out if that's actually her, if it's somebody else. So this looks really interesting, and it is in the winter, I believe. Yeah, snow-covered forest. So wintry book. We'll see how this one goes. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start first. I might start off with Hunted, just because Darcy Coates is an easy read, and my nerves are just like so shot from the drive this morning. I was not sure what was going to happen. I trust myself. I don't trust other people. So, but yeah, welcome to day 3 of YULE-O-WEEN. I'm really excited about it. Obviously, I'm not going to finish both of these books today. These are going to be the next 2 books on my docket. So it's probably going to be like this vlog and the next one that you'll see these books in. We'll see how long it takes me to finish them. I think I'm going to be here from like either 9 to 3 or 9 to 2. I'm not sure which, but yeah, fun things, fun way to start off the day. I love living in a place that has snow. I do not have a reading update yet because I actually haven't read yet. I did get back from my first day of work and it went really well. I'll tell you a little bit more about it when I get home, but I just wanted to update you and let you know that I am sitting in the parking lot. I'll definitely have an update very, very soon, and I just wanted to not just go the entire day without updating you. But yeah, I had a really good day at work, so I'll catch up with you very soon and let you know all about it. All right, I'm still not home. Matt is filling our water jugs, and the bill feeder wasn't working. So super exciting things. But I started with Hunted. So far the book itself is good. The one character, Todd, I think that's his name, it is on sight if I see this man. I know he's not a real person, but oh my god, I cannot stand him. And I know he's supposed to be infuriating, but Jesus, I can't stand this man. He is like incel times 10, and being in his head makes me feel disgusting. He's, as far as I know, not like the antagonist or the villain of the story, or like the bad guy or the evil thing, as far as I know, but I hate him. I hate him so much. So Darcy Coates, good job. You wanted me to hate him. I do hate him. And that is just how things are. The story itself is good. She just has gone missing and they just found the camera. So not much has happened, and that is all in the synopsis. So don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything if you want to read this. But so far, I like the vibes. I think it's good. I know some people don't like Darcy Coates, but this is my second book by her, and so far I like it. Maybe it's just like certain things that I like from her, or maybe I just like, I'm not one of those people that doesn't like her. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to speak too soon because I'm still very early in the book. I think I'm like 16% of the way through according to Storygraph. I think I'm like 65-ish pages. So I'll update you once I get home. I'm probably gonna do like a little fun, either like bookish pet peeves or something else, because not much has happened today and it's already like almost 6 o'clock and I need to post this video. Probably gonna be a late one today, so add something to this because not much has happened and I don't want my vlog to be boring. I think it's too late in the day to make cookies. I'll probably do that tomorrow, and we'll see that on tomorrow's vlog, but we still have some fun stuff planned for tonight, so stay tuned. I'm gonna read some more and go home and eat some curry that I made yesterday. Really good, and just like get warm. Alright guys, I am maybe 10 more pages into Hunted than I was earlier, and not much else has happened. I am really intrigued by what is going to happen. I'm curious to see what Chris is going to do, if he's going to be able to find his sister. Is there something lurking in the woods? It's a really fast read. The chapters are short, which I like. It just it doesn't actually change anything about the book except making it a little bit more like little bite-sized pieces that you can get through. But I find myself just like going chapter after chapter after chapter and not like stopping, which I think is great. It's just what I needed at this time. I had a long day. It was my first day, so it wasn't like there was much to do except for like first day stuff, but my brain still kind of hurts just from all of the information that was put into it. I did want to update you on that as well, because I don't really have much else right now for Hunted. I had a really good first day, learned a lot about the cataloging system. I've worked with a couple of other cataloging systems because I've worked in libraries before, but this one is new and I'm going to be doing the actual like cataloging, and like there's like a code you have to learn, almost like coding, which is something that I enjoy doing. It's something that I do for my classes, so it's like right up my alley. I met my fellow student worker. She is a grad student and we have a ton in common. And I think we're actually probably going to be pretty good friends and going to chat outside of work. So that's exciting too. And yeah, I really enjoyed my day, and it was nice getting back into the swing of things. The next thing that I wanted to do is just a really quick like mini sit down, kind of like I did yesterday, but this time it's going to be like my bookish icks, like things that I don't like in books, and I just hope you'll indulge me and let me rant a little bit. So I have a note on my phone to talk about some things. I don't have any sort of script. I'm just talking about the topics, and then let me know if you agree with these. Also, I hope that if you're enjoying my content, you'll subscribe, maybe leave a comment, let me know what your bookish icks are, or, you know, tell me something you think I should read or one of your favorite books. But okay, here goes my bookish icks, right? First one, which I feel like a lot of people will agree with me, is men writing women. That is not saying that men cannot write women and that there are not good male authors that can write a woman and not have it be gross and weird and misogynistic. But I've come across a lot, especially lately. I read a Stephen King and I'm like, oh yeah, this is gross. And his writing style really hasn't changed much since since 1980, which is the last book I read was from 1980. And then I DNF'd Fairy Tale a couple years ago because he was doing the same thing. But that's just one example. I have plenty of male authors that I really like. There's a lot of them where I'm just like, I have to vet you, or like have somebody else vet the author, because otherwise it drives me nuts and I can't get through the book. Another thing, which I feel like anyone who's taken a creative writing class would know, is when authors tell instead of show in their work. It really drives me nuts. I know it's really easy to do that, and is something that we all, maybe not all of us, but something that a lot of people who like to write, I enjoy writing. I haven't done it for fun in a long time, but I want to get back to it. Showing something instead of telling it makes it much more enjoyable for the reader, even though it's like easier and it's easy to fall into the habit of telling and not showing. For example, like if you said like Louis was unhappy with whoever, instead of just going like, he frowned and paced. And it's like, okay, then you can infer that he's upset. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know that's stupid, and you probably already know what I'm talking about without giving that stupid example, but that's just one of my icks. Another one that I kind of ranted about yesterday was not having quotation marks or other weird formatting in a book. And I don't mean every type of formatting. I think there are some books where changing the formatting or changing the way that things look in a different way can add to the book. The readability of something, as someone who is a design student, like a UX design student, and even before then, not having quotation marks in a book, first of all, it's not accessible for a lot of people. Second of all, it's just frustrating. And I know that might be part of the reason why like the frustration or like the stream of consciousness of not having quotation marks, maybe it's like someone writing in their diary or whatever. But you can also come across that way, like with weird, like uncomfortable feelings without doing that, and still have it be accessible for people and also not annoying as hell. Like I read The Trial by Franz Kafka for a class a couple years ago, and that book it's a lot of block paragraphs, but there are quotation marks, and you can still be made uncomfortable and made to feel a certain way in a book without changing the formatting of it, which is something like that is my high horse, and I will also die on that hill. So the other thing is very, very long chapters. You can be the best book in the world, but if the chapters are too long, I'm going to get frustrated and like wonder when this little snippet of the story is going to end. It has to do with like the flow of the story, but it also just has to do with, okay, I can read a chapter for a certain amount of time. But if the chapter is 3 chapters worth long, it's like half the book, that's not really gonna work for me. I know it just depends on preference, but that's just another thing that bothers me. Any type of AI quote unquote art, or covers with AI on them, or AI book boxes, or anything like that is so frustrating to me, because I could once again go on a rant about AI. I think there are good ways to use it, and I think there are many instances where it's very helpful, like with research, big data crunching, that type of thing, which I think is what it should be used for, and not used for like the humanities or something that really requires a human to put their emotion and thought into it. And that just bothers me so much. I might make a video on that someday. It's not quite always book related. That's just something that I've noticed, especially with like indie authors. It's like, you can probably commission a piece pretty cheap, or like ask a friend to do it, or learn how to do the art yourself. I hate when people just go to the easiest thing of, even the stock image is better. I don't know. It's just so frustrating to me. The trend, which this is a whole entire series, I could write a thesis on this issue, of traditionally published books with really bad editing. Either they were an indie and then they got traditionally published and not re-edited with like a professional editor. I understand indie books like maybe having some formatting issues, or maybe having some issues with just like the copy or the line editing. That makes sense to me. Not everyone can afford an editor. That's a little bit more expensive than like commissioning art for your book. But if it gets picked up, they have the responsibility of then doing editing and making it more polished. That's why a lot of the times people want to read traditionally published books, because there is a quality that you should be getting for the amount that you pay for a traditionally published book. And I feel like it's a discredit to the authors. Like it's messing with their livelihood too, when it just doesn't look finished, and they're not doing their due diligence. They just want the bottom line. They want to make more money. Capitalism, capitalism, capitalism. It's something that frustrates me so bad. And then last but not least, I have more, but like this is all I'm going to talk about because I'm already 10 minutes into this clip. Authors that stalk their review spaces like Storygraph or Goodreads. I don't personally use Goodreads regularly. It's Amazon, and there's a ton of reasons why I think it's unethical and why I just don't use it. But like stalking your review space and commenting and blocking people and that type of thing, if they don't like your book. Reads with Rachel has several videos on this, and I think she does a really good job of like talking about why reviews are for readers and why authors should like have their own space. And also it goes the other way of like, don't tag authors in your bad review. Like the book is already out. They can't do anything about it and you're just making them feel bad. It's not like it's a product like you buy a drive shaft for your car and it breaks and you review it and be like, hey, there's something wrong with this. That's a little bit different. Reviewing a book and then tagging the author in the review doesn't do anything. They're not going to be like, okay, let me like pull back all the books that are on the shelves and redo it. Everyone knows from like the Age of Scorpius thing, like that doesn't work. And like I said, Reads with Rachel has a really good video on it, and she did a lot better and is a lot more eloquent with the way she talks about it than I am being right now. And with that, I actually think that that's going to be it for this video because I really do need to get this video up, and I want to have a nice good long vlog for you tomorrow as well. So I hope you enjoyed me starting out Hunted. I will be continuing this, and I might even finish this tomorrow. It's a pretty quick read, and I don't have any obligations tomorrow except probably to clean my house. So I'll keep you updated on this. I will be back with another video. We're going to make some cookies tomorrow, and I promise it's actually going to happen tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you've made it this far, please subscribe if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you want me to read or what you would like to see from me. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next day of YULE-O-WEEN. Bye.